Welcome back to Kathy Rain. My name is Dr. Nought, and today we start day 3. So we have to go do some things. Let's go.
All right, I'm off. Peace outie.
Okie dokie. Good luck and see you later.
So we have a lot of leads for today. So a lot of things to figure out. Yep, and yep. Got the clinic, the church, and the nature reserve. So which order should we go in? I think we'll just go in the order that they appeared here. So the clinic first. Let's go find Charles. Wait a minute. We know him. Finally got out of jail. Let's see, what was he searching for in here?
Yep, it's full of trash. Figure that.
I didn't picture Conwell Springs looking this dingy. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
Alright. We're not sifting through the trash. We're gonna talk to the bum.
It's that homeless guy who helped me distract Lenny. We meet again, Mr. Homeless Guy.
Homeless?
Yeah, what?
That's the worst thing I ever heard of, and totally untrue.
So, what's up with the trash can? Digging for treasure?
Well, I'm just going through a rough patch. By the way, you owe me $10.
Oh, 7.
Nah, you agreed to 7.
Yeah.
You're busting my balls here.
Better get those balls checked out in this clinic then.
Nice.
So cold. Like a stake through the heart.
What do they call you anyway?
Goober. Everyone calls me Goober.
Goober?
All right, I'm Kathy.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, let's hear about him and then maybe we can talk about our notes.
So, what's your story anyway?
My story?
Yeah, don't all bums have a story?
For your information, this is all just a dry streak in my showbiz career.
Is that so? I don't recognize you at all.
I used to have more hair.
That I actually believe.
Come on, man. Frankie Gold is my stage name. Surely you must have heard of me.
Not really, no.
Oh, come on. I have starred in dozens of Hollywood movies.
Such as?
The Silencer to Lambert, Jacob's Bladder,
Oh my god.
The Usual Surprises, Natural Bald Killers.
Not ringing any bells.
Kids these days, no appreciation for quality cinema. Breaks my heart.
Alright, let's keep going with him and then we'll consult our notes after.
So, tell me about this acting career of yours.
What about it?
Silence of the Lambert, clearly.
Tell me about The Silence of Lambert.
Lawrence Lambert, a real estate agent, suddenly turns mute overnight. For weeks, he tries to communicate with customers using a self-invented sign language, only to realize that true love needs no communication at all.
Aww.
He marries his housekeeper, who only knows 2 words in English, yes and clean.
Okay.
In the end, Lawrence dies of a heart attack in the arms of his lovely wife, Consuelo Lambert Vasquez. Based on a true story.
And maybe, I guess. None of that is too out of the ordinary. Jacob's Bladder.
I'm not sure I want to know what Jacob's Bladder is about, but I'm gonna ask anyway.
Jacob's Bladder. The tragic story of Jacob Cobb, a schizophrenic man who forms an imaginary romantic relationship with his bladder. During long and joyful monologues on the can, he starts referring to his nether regions by the name of Jenny.
Oh my god.
Sadly, before Jacob has a chance to elope with his sweetheart, he gets committed to an asylum due to increasingly erratic behavior. After a big fight with his paramour, Jacob refuses to pee for a week, and he dies from a ruptured bladder.
What? I'm surprised she doesn't have a comment for that one. The Usual Surprises.
Give me the rundown on The Usual Surprises.
A lighthearted comedy taking place during the surprise birthday party of 34-year-old Sid McBacon. The story is told from 8 different perspectives to keep the audience guessing who the protagonist actually is.
Okay.
The movie ends with the biggest surprise of them all. Sid suddenly dies of an epileptic seizure. I guess it's more of a dark comedy.
Yeah, one constant for all of these. Yeah, exactly. Why always deaths at the end? Okay, so I'm assuming all the bald guys die in this one. I mean, everyone dies in natural bald killers, right?
Natural bald killers?
It's a dystopian vision of the future where people are valued by the quality of their hair. The protagonist, Eddie Zephyr, turns bald in high school. One day, he has simply had enough of all the teasing and the bullying, and he completely snaps and heads out on a scalping spree in search of the perfect head of hair.
Holy crap.
Eddie makes his way to Mexico for an illegal hair transplant. However, he has an adverse reaction to the anesthesia and he dies on the operating table.
Yikes.
Why do you always die at the end of your movies?
Typecasting.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Not the cultured type. I understand.
We already talked about everything, right?
So, tell me about this acting career of yours.
Did I miss something?
What about it?
No, we got them all. All right.
Oh, never mind.
Not the cultured type. I understand.
I need to ask you a few questions.
Yeah.
Sounds serious. Ask away.
Maybe he knows cocky or something like that. Let's go just right down the list here.
Do you know what happened to Joseph Rain in '81?
I most certainly do.
Oh,
What? Tell me.
here we go.
Are you sure you want to know? Not everyone can handle the truth.
Oh, just spit it out.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Abducted by aliens.
I should have known better.
Oh, I saw it, man. A big, huge light. I was a bit drunk at the time, but I had my reasons. My wife had just left me, taking the dog, not to mention I was being conscripted for the war. But I'm telling you, those goddamn aliens took him and they experimented on him. And that's why he was so messed up when they put him back.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop you there.
Open your mind, man.
I mean, he said one light. Maybe there were 3 UFOs. So maybe he just saw one UFO. Because there are actually 3 lights, right? So, alright, Cocky. He should know this guy.
Do you recognize the nickname Cocky?
Why, I used to call myself that back in Nam. Oh, how I miss that marvelous youthful ego of mine.
Why do I even bother?
Because we have to be detailed. You need everyone's story on every single item.
Do you know who Lily Myers was?
Yep, my dad was the one who found her floating in the lake.
Oh.
Really? What can you tell me about her?
Ah, geez, not a lot. I mean, teenage girls, man, they're like their own species. Impossible to figure out. Not to mention how that entire family ain't, like, people-friendly.
Now that's an understatement. Nearly started brawling with Sue the first time I met her.
She could sure deal out a mean whooping, that lady.
Alright, how about Charles?
Do you know who Charles Wade is?
Sure, he's been holed up in this clinic for the last couple of weeks.
You saw Charles Wade go in there?
Well, yeah, I just told you, man.
How did he look?
Okay, I guess. Still walking, at least.
Alright. So we know that he's in there. We need to go find Charles. After we are done talking with this guy for an ungodly amount of time.
What do you know about Lily Myers' art?
Nothing but hearsay. People say it was pretty deranged.
Okay. I know he knows everything about this church. He seems like that type. Ready?
What's your opinion on the Church of the Holy Trinity?
I'd say they're good people. Isaac, the priest, is, anyway. His dad, Father Bill, on the other hand, though, he and the people he had around him were into some weird shit.
What kind of weird shit?
I don't know, they were like a cult or something, with Billy Praise himself at the top. Really shifty bunch of folks. Isaac turned it all around when his dad kicked the bucket, made it a proper church.
That's what he wants you to think.
Interesting. Do you know anyone else who was involved in the old church?
Not really. I tried to stay as far away from those people as possible. Ask Isaac about it. He's a friendly guy.
Oh, I'm sure he'll be
All right.
really open about that.
I might do that.
All right, I think that's all we got.
Okay, that's enough serious questions for now.
Alrighty.
All right.
Okay, I'm off.
Bye.
Thanks, bud. I think all we have left is the entrance here, so he's just grinning there. Goober, sitting there grinning, scratching his head. All right, let's go. What do we got? Magazines, chairs, Calendar, plants.
I was
Let's look at
expecting
everything.
plastic, but this looks like a real plant.
Nice.
A calendar from 1991. Guess they really liked that year.
So a 4-year-old calendar. That's good.
I can't read it from here.
She's sitting there with headphones? I don't think we can just use the
A
computer.
computer. They likely keep records of their patients on it.
But now we know it's an option. Let's just try.
Pretty sure she would object to that.
Yeah, probably.
No thanks. Women's magazines make my brain melt.
Alright.
Uncomfortable, hard plastic chairs. It's like they're intentionally trying to keep people out.
True. We got files.
Rows and columns of files. Probably easier to use the computer if I need to do some digging.
Good to know. Let's talk to the nurse.
She looks bored out of her mind. Pretty understandable, to be honest.
Alright, here we go.
Excuse me, nurse?
Nurse. Nurse. Nurse.
Hey, nurse!
Yeah?
Oh boy. Yeah? They don't pay you much, huh? Try not to strain yourself. Somebody around here hates their job. Okay, so I have to be kind of an ass. Well, let's try to be on her side, maybe? Is that what this is?
They don't pay you much, huh?
No shit. What do you want?
I'm here to see Charles Wade.
Okay.
Never heard of him. Anything else?
Bullshit. I know he's here. Listen, it's okay. I'm a friend of the family.
No, you're not, and I said he's not here. Don't make me call security.
What a bitch. I need to get rid of her somehow.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay. Oh, he's not here. Oh, I know you're not family, but he doesn't exist. Alright, how do we get rid of her? Oh, there's an ashtray.
Smoking allowed. Guess this place is a bit behind on healthcare regulations.
Yeah, I know it's the 90s, but they still allowed smoking over here? We just go upstairs. Let's just go. What? Oh.
No point. I wouldn't even know what room to go to.
We'll just go to all of them. It's okay. She doesn't care. We should just go. Alright, how do we get her out of here? Show her a creepy photo and she'll run away? No, probably not. We just give her some cigarettes? Here, go smoke outside.
Time for a smoke break, don't you think?
What?
You smoke?
No way. Those things will kill you.
The cigs don't work here. They're just stunner? Ooh, let's do it.
I wish, but she'd just call security on me.
No, because she'd be on the floor writhing in pain, right? You'd think. Can I use the lighter on her?
I don't want to show her that.
No, we're just gonna burn her, that's all. I don't think we're gonna show her any of these things, but...
I don't want to show her that.
Yeah.
I don't want to show her that.
Maybe we can get Goober to cause a commotion again? Let's see. Because I don't think any of the items we have will make her move. Yo, Goobs!
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi!
Live performance.
So, how good an actor are you?
The best! The very best!
You know, that nurse in there, she said she loved you in all those movies, and that she always wished you'd give her a live performance.
I knew it. She always gave me these strange looks.
Yeah, she recognized you.
I thought it was contempt, but her face must just be cramping up from shyness.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's definitely it. She'd love to see you act, I'm sure.
I'm gonna have to oblige. Which movie do you think she'd like the best?
Oh, I have to say Jacob's Bladder.
Definitely Jacob's Bladder.
I'm feeling the pressure.
Oh. Yeah. Alright, let's go take a look at this thing. It's live performance.
Oh, Jenny, everything is forgiven. You and me were like peas and carrots. I'm just so full of your love that I think I'm about to burst.
I don't think she's moving.
Jenny, where did you go? Oh, I don't feel so good. Thank you, thank you.
She looks
You've
bored
been a
out of her
great
mind.
audience.
Pretty understandable, to be honest.
Dude, Goober, what live performance was that? It didn't even move her at all.
That wasn't really an electrifying performance. I'll have to intervene somehow.
Can we click on Goober in the middle of it?
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi.
Hey, how about another show?
Sure. Any suggestions?
How about natural bald killers?
Natural bald killers would be the obvious choice.
Bald move.
Too many puns. Way too many puns. Alright. Let's go see if we can click on him while he's doing the whole spiel.
Fernando, you've been such a good friend. I can't thank you enough for making me whole again.
I don't want to
Turn
interrupt
this
the
scalp
show.
into a breathtaking golden carpet, such as the world has never seen.
Again?
Okay, doctor.
No thanks.
I'm
gonna
counting
have to
down
think
now.
outside the box.
10, 9, 8,
Let's have a cigarette. Can we have a cigarette?
7, 6.
I can't do anything while she's sitting there.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
You've been a great audience.
Slow down. We can't just have a smoke ourselves? So what would we need to do while he's talking to get her to move? Can we set the plant on fire?
I don't want to burn that.
Can we set the calendar on fire?
I don't want to burn that.
No, we can't use the cigarettes, right? I don't want to use it on the computer. Can we use it on ourselves? Not really.
I prefer to smoke outdoors.
What would get her to move while he's doing that? Should I stun him? Oh, that'd be funny. Hey, doofus.
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Here we go.
How about another show?
Sure. Any suggestions?
We don't have a lot of time.
Probably The Silence of Lambert.
Oh, I'm gonna be loud.
Oh. Yeah, we don't get a lot of time when he's doing this. We got maybe like 10 seconds max. So... it's gotta be something...
Pretty sure she would object to that.
Yeah, we gotta figure out something fast.
Left to say. My chest, no.
There's no way we're gonna stun him, right?
Hold me.
Good idea, but it wouldn't match his symptoms.
Thank you. You've been a great audience.
Wait, his symptoms? Oh, maybe we do it for Jacob's bladder? Because when we shock him, he'll pee himself? Is it seriously, like, maybe there was a reason to listen to all of his movie synopses. I thought it was just, they're all really silly, so let's just have some fun. But maybe there's a point to
Hey,
it.
doofus.
Oh, hi.
Hey, how about another show?
Sure. Any suggestions?
Right? Because, like...
Definitely Jacob's bladder.
I'm feeling the pressure.
yeah, he might relieve himself. Would that be ridiculous enough? Poor guy. I think this is what we have to do. She just has to pick the right movie, though.
Oh, Jenny, everything is forgiven. You and me were like peas
Just
and
gonna
carrots.
zap him a little bit, maybe?
Good idea,
I'm
but
just so
it wouldn't
full
match
of
his
your
symptoms.
love that I think I'm about to burst. Jenny, where did you go?
Might
I
have
don't
to...
feel so good. Thank you. You've been a great audience.
Okay, first off, he's done this 4 times now, I think. She's not even flinching, this nurse. But, what matches symptoms? We have to pick the right movie. And instead of listening to all of the synopses again, I think I'm just gonna... make him do all of these.
Hey, doofus.
Oh, hi.
Hey, how about another show?
Sure. Any suggestions?
Let's do the one we haven't done yet, the usual surprises.
How about The Usual Surprises?
Business as usual.
Maybe this is not the right thing. Maybe I'm not misunderstanding the symptoms, but might as well give it a shot because at least she's having some sort of response to it.
I can't believe you guys did all this for me. You know, what's that smell? Bacon? Oh, Bobby, my head hurts.
Yes.
Nurse, he's seizing.
Oh, shit!
Man, I feel like a total jackass. I'll have to make it up to the poor guy later.
Yeah, I think we owe him another $7. We crash this computer too? That'd be funny. Is it... What was the password for the last one? Oh crap, I don't know. Am I supposed to know this? Crap, what was the password on the last episode? I don't remember, but that seems like it shouldn't work. No, I don't think so.
A computer. They likely keep records of their patients on it.
Yeah, but what would their... maybe
Employee of the month, Carlita Mendez. What a joke. It's that obnoxious nurse.
Yeah, we need
rows and columns of
Oh,
files.
No, we need
Probably easier to use the computer if I need to do some digging.
Yeah, but I don't know the password. Am I supposed to? I don't think so. I just get past this? We're just gonna crash this computer, seriously? Oh, we can just... Oh, of course. C. Mendez. Otorgador. Oh my god. I'm gonna actually write that down, because I'm not gonna remember that password. C. Mendez. Otorgador. Okay. Got it. Okay, so it's not the admin thing. C. Mendez. Mendez, not Mendex. Yep. And then Otorgador. Log in. Charles. Oh my god, I'm blanking on his last name. Can we just search the first name? Oh my god. Sorry, I forgot his last name. Oh my god, I'm such a doink. Wade. Okay. Okay, log in. Charles Wade. Charles Wade. Can we just print this? Room 6B. Status stable. Alright, so he's alive. Let's just see what we can read. August 24th, 1985. Date of birth, he's born 1924. Okay, 1995, sorry. And he's born in 1924. Referral from Dr. A. Friedman at St. Francis Medical Center, KC. I don't know, Kansas City, I don't know what that is. Can we scroll down? Yeah, we can. Patient has undergone successful invasive heart surgery and was transferred to this facility at his own request. The initial prognosis looks good, and the patient is likely to make a full recovery in 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, so it's just a heart thing. No big deal. 6B. Let's go. Wait, stop. We have the disc, right? Okay. I didn't know if we could put it in the computer. Okay, here he is. Heyo.
It's all right, Claude.
It is?
Understood, sir. So, you managed to find me.
I did.
Well, let's get this over with then. How do you want your pictures? Shall I get some tubes to fill my face with? Will that suffice for your front page?
I'm no journalist. Well, not yet anyway.
Ah, she's but a cub. So, You're hoping for your big break. Surely this must be worth an internship at one of the big papers. Do you want me to call Thompson at the Times and get it over with? I still play golf with him every once in a while.
That's not what this is about. It's personal. You're assuming a lot, Mr. Wade. I don't need to piggyback on favors and make my own way. Yeah, it's personal, Wade.
That's not what this is about. It's personal.
Sounds serious. Perhaps I should ask Claude to produce his gun.
You know, Charles, the person most likely to be harmed by a gun tends to be its owner.
Very true. That's something that Japs who captured me learned the hard way.
Did my grandfather bail you out then too, or was that one of the few times where he didn't save your sorry ass?
Hold on there. Explain yourself.
You're willing to listen to something other than your own voice? I'm stunned. I'm Kathy Rain. Joseph was my grandfather.
Gasp.
Now I remember. You were at the funeral.
I was.
You
Were there?
were late.
I needed my morning smoke. Besides, it's not like Grandpa was going anywhere.
Oh, just look at her, Claude. She's absolutely fearless. That's Joseph's blood running through her veins.
She certainly has a smart mouth, sir.
I must say, you have me intrigued, Kathy. What can this old man help you with?
You know, the whole thing. Here we go.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in '81?
I wish I did, Kathy. You must know I did everything in my power to help. How do you think Mary Elizabeth could afford all that expensive treatment? MRIs, neurologists, say what you will about Joseph. But he was never rich.
Strange. Grandma never mentioned that to me.
Yeah, she doesn't know
She's
anything.
just too proud. At first she refused. She was convinced that I had an agenda, that there were strings attached.
And were there?
Don't be silly. Despite all that had happened, I still loved Joseph dearly. I wanted to help. People from places like this have a deeply rooted mistrust in the rich, passed on for generations. In her eyes, I had become one of them.
So that's all you know about the whole affair?
Are you implying that there's more to know? I left the diagnosis to the professionals. Mrs. Rain accepted the healthcare, but asked me to stay out of everything else. So I did.
I see. What can you tell me about your friendship with Grandpa?
Joseph was the best friend I ever had. We grew up together, married our high school sweethearts together, went to war together. I can't even begin to count the number of times he's saved my life. I repaid the favor once or twice, but he came up ahead, no doubt.
So when did you two lose touch? I heard that something happened between you and him. What was it?
The truth is, Brian Rain happened. Sharon Evans happened.
Who?
My parents?
Oh.
Yes. They ruined everything with their vile, destructive behavior. I couldn't have that around my daughter or my newborn grandson. Joseph was naive. He believed that anyone could be helped, that anyone could be reasoned with, given a chance. He was just too good, bless him. He should have been harder on Brian, more strict.
Agree with him about tough love. Tell him Grandpa is not to be blamed. Say nothing. Sure, tough love, yeah.
I wouldn't mind teaching my old man some manners myself, wherever he is.
Yes, of course. You must understand this better than anyone. People like your father simply cannot grasp how far their bad influence spreads. So our families started drifting apart. Eventually, my company grew much too large for this little town, and we moved on. Not long after that, your grandfather ended up in that wheelchair. That marked the end of our friendship, for obvious reasons.
Why? It's not really that obvious. I mean, I guess he just didn't talk anymore.
Do you recognize the call sign Cocky?
Would be strange if I didn't, since I was the one who coined it. It belongs to a fellow named Jimmy Cochran. He was a coward, really. The nickname is somewhat of a bad joke.
Perfect. Thanks.
Jimmy Cochran. Someone else to look up in the phone book. Alright, let's go with the Lily Myers. Actually, let's ask more about Jimmy Cochran since it's not highlighted.
Tell me about Jimmy Cochran. Is he still alive?
In a literal sense. He's been held in a mental institution for years.
Oh, really?
Let me guess. Since 81?
Either 82 or 83. I'm fairly certain it was early 83.
Do you remember the name of the institution?
Something starting with an E. Emerson, Everton, or similar.
Ingstrom? Ingstrom Psychiatric Hospital?
That's the one.
Yes, that's the one. You know the place, Kathy.
Yeah, I want to know the truth about Mom.
I do. My mother is in there. Sharon Evans? I had her committed about a year ago.
I see. It must have taken a lot of courage to do that, Kathy. Mothers have a lot of power over us. More than most of us care to admit.
I guess so. Do you know why Jimmy ended up in there?
Some obsessive-compulsive syndrome. He became fixated with circles and started hurting himself, trying to scratch the circles out of his head.
Okay, he saw it too.
Creepy.
He saw it too.
I wonder
Those
what set
circles.
him off. I think I'll check the place out tomorrow. Too late to head back to the city now.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to show him the pictures and stuff. Let's go down this.
You bought a number of paintings by Lily Myers. Why?
I'm known to dabble in art from time to time. Martha, my wife at the time, was enamored with the paintings. I believe she first saw them at the high school which the Myers girl attended. Anyway, after the poor girl killed herself, I bought the paintings speculatively. When a young artist with any talent to speak of commits suicide, it can be a wet dream of certain connoisseurs.
Okay.
Shortly after procuring the art, I had it valued by an expert who determined that the value was 3 times the amount I bought it for.
Why?
Today, I'm sure I would have made my money back tenfold or more if it wasn't for the art theft.
What art theft?
There was a burglary at the mansion I used to own here in town. It was all over the local news at the time.
Well, shit.
Eloquently put.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to check the local papers and whatnot. Let's keep asking.
Can you tell me about the art theft?
Well, somebody broke in, stole the paintings, and got out. Fairly clumsy job. Lots of broken windows. The strangest thing was that I had a Monet, a Rembrandt, and 2 paintings by Picasso, untouched. But every single painting by an unknown local artist, gone.
That can't be a coincidence.
No way.
Agreed. Somebody wanted those paintings badly.
I assume there was an investigation.
Yes, Sheriff Truman came by with his deputy a few hours later, but they didn't have much luck. They found a few hairs, which turned out to be from Ruffles, the family dog.
Some stunning police work right there.
Indeed. There was a single witness, though, who said he could make out multiple burglars leaving the scene of the crime, but nothing more than that.
So, I take it the case was closed?
Yes. I honestly didn't care much one way or the other, given the fact that my most expensive pieces were safe and sound.
I think I'll have a chat with the sheriff about the matter, if that's okay with you.
Certainly. I'll call ahead and instruct him to give you everything you need.
Nice.
That'd be great. Thanks, Charles.
Anytime. But I'm curious, what's your interest in the paintings?
I've learned that my grandfather went to Sue and asked to see them, right before he had his injury.
Is that so? Strange.
And we have a lot to do. We still have those 2 other places. We have to go back to the police station. We have the psychiatric ward back in the city. Holy crap. Alright.
What can you tell me about the Church of the Holy Trinity?
They seem like any other church to me. But then again, I'm not their usual clientele. Weddings, baptisms, and funerals are just about what I can muster. And I always leave early.
Alright, let's show him some of these pictures.
I don't need to show him that.
Okay, not the dictaphone. This one?
Do you recognize this, Charles?
Of course. Your grandfather, me, Jimmy Cochran, taken shortly before we went to the war.
You guys look like you just won the lottery or something.
Indeed. We were mere children, with no concept of what we were getting into.
Okay, the key?
Do you know what this key opens?
You must be truly desperate if you ask random people a question like that.
I am. Okay, we don't need to show them that. Let's go over here.
What do you see in this picture, Charles?
Fireflies would be my best guess. They can grow terribly large around these parts.
Uh-huh. Those would be like 10-pound fireflies.
Do you know what this is?
A flower. Why don't you consult a botanist instead of bothering me with this nonsense?
Alright, I get you. Peace.
Thanks, Charles. That's all I need for now.
You're welcome, Kathy. Come back anytime.
Really? Come back anytime? Okay, there's a phone here. Can we use the phone? Let's see.
A private phone. Wade must get special privileges here.
Nope. What do we got? I got Charles, painting.
Just some boring landscape paintings.
There are no Myers, right?
Looks like Wade brought some of his old tombs with him. Just some boring landscape paintings.
Alright, I got you. Yo, Claude.
That guy is huge. I wonder how many cows he eats per day. I'd rather not. He'd crush me like a twig.
Can us talk to him? Alright, I think we're good here. Okay, the nurse is gone. I think we're all set, right? So let's get out. Got a lot of other things to do today, so I'm not gonna dilly-dally. I think we guys walk this way to exit. Alright. And that's Conwell Springs Community Clinic, everyone. Alright, so when we return next time, we'll hit up the church, and if there's enough time, the nature reserve. We still have to go to the sheriff's station, and then might wrap up day 3 when we eventually get to that point. Then we have to go to the psychiatric ward back in the city. That'll probably be on day 4. So, thank you for watching. When we return, the church. Until then, take care. Goodbye.